what is the best AI writing tool on the market? That is what we are going to discover in this video. So stick around as we go through and we're going to test these tools out. If you don't know who I am, my name is Zach Hansen. We run Effortless Scale, which is a coaching business that helps entrepreneurs, experts, and online business owners get paid to semi-passively acquire new customers every single day that fill into their memberships, their courses, their premium programs, their masterminds. It doesn't matter. Now, what I want to do is I'm actually going to be using a client as an example here, and I want to see what kind of ads I can get these different tools to write. Now, a bit of context before we dive into this. It's very interesting to see how these AI tools are shaping, because in the past, what I always found, and I would say this was before the release of ChatGPT, which we're going to test out in this video, most of these tools were good, not great. And Jasper, in my mind, always shined because they were doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes in order to actually make their outputs a lot stronger. However, I feel like now, in my theory, is that with the new GPT-3 version that just has been released, I think it's called DaVinci, a lot of these tools can actually do the same thing. And that's what we're going to actually test, because I'm curious to know, is it worth it to pay a company like Jasper to get the same thing that you might be able to get using OpenAI and using ChatGPT-3, or just purchasing one of these lifetime tools on AppSumo if you want unlimited words? So we're going to switch over to a computer here. We're going to dive in, and I'm going to break down some of the data I have and show you how I'm going to actually go about doing this. So let's dive in. We're going to actually just be going about writing some ads specifically for an anxiety relief product. Now, if you're in the content game or you're looking for something a little bit more content, I'm going to play around with it, because that is one of the things we wanted to really do, is make an initiative of using these tools to create content. However, I feel like writing ads is extremely challenging, especially in taking a really good tone of voice and giving you, in my mind, what's a really great starting point in order to then jump off and spring new ideas and whatnot. So what I've actually done here is, this is in my mind, to forecast. I already feel like the ChatGPT might do well here, but we're going to see how the other tools do. Simply because what you can actually do with these is, I have written out a simple prompt that we're going to test. And I've also written out like something specific for ChatGPT, where we're going to basically paste all this in and see what kind of Facebook ads it comes out with. And I'm going to complete this down here in a moment. But this is what we're going to do. So we're going to start off with Wordhero, okay? Now, one of the things I notice about these tools right away is you can look at Wordhero, Jasper, and Peppertype. Now, these two are lifetime deals on AppSumo. I don't know if Peppertype.ai is there anymore. But I purchased this about 9 months ago just to really play around with, because I didn't really want to fully invest in Jasper until I got to the point in my business where I thought it would make sense to be on the cutting edge of technology. So what we did is, I'm going to test out with Wordhero first, and we're going to just start with a really simple one. Now, a quick thing to note, a lot of these tools, they have these kind of prompts, which is very nice in a sense that this is my first time using this stuff. So you're going to kind of watch me play around with it to see how easy it really is. The goal is with these tools is that it should be pretty plug and play. Of course, you really got to massage stuff a little bit, but this one actually has a lot of prompts, which I like. You got welcome emails, startup value proposition, startup ideas, social media post ideas, sentence expanders, really cool stuff. And these all should be running on the newest Open AI framework. So what I want to actually see and what I want to test is doing an across the board comparison on these about Facebook ads. Okay. So we're going to do a Facebook ad here. It asks for a short description. I'm going to hope that my description is short enough. And it's a little 60 seconds. It looks like it's exactly to the character, 200 characters, right? I'm going to let's just put excited, and let's see what it comes up with, okay? So ads writing, and we're going to punch this exact same prompt into Jasper, Peppertype, as well as ChatGPT, and we're going to see what comes up. So are you tired of feeling overwhelmed by anxiety? It's time to take control of your mind and get the relief you deserve. Introducing the 5x5 anxiety relief proven. Okay, easy to use program helps purge anxiety with 5 straightforward power. This is actually pretty good. Like in my mind, this is pretty good. Do you feel anxious and overwhelmed by your emotions? Are you looking for a quick, definitely not Facebook compliant, obviously, but it's overall is a good starting point. I'm reading this and I'm like, you know what? I could turn that into something. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that output. So let's go see what happens when we give this same prompt to Jasper. And again, I have not really used these tools. A cool thing about Jasper is it does have Chrome extension. So if you're just wanting to write some copy in a Google Doc or wherever you are, that is really great. And they do have this chat feature, which as a side note is a great thing to use if ChatGPT is down. It's completely free at this moment. And it's pretty much just ChatGPT in Jasper, which is great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to templates. And they have a number of templates as well. Creative story, gauging questions, explain to a child, FAQ generator, that's pretty cool. The testimonial helper, one-shot blog post, perfect headline, persuasive bullet points. A little bit different than the ones inside Wordhero, which is cool. The one thing I don't see that I actually liked that Wordhero had was these ones. And I'm going to see, let me just open a new tab here. And we're going to show you, is these specific ones right here all about sales pages, and especially like the product story, the sales page guarantee, the sales page call to action, sales page opener. They did have one on headlines, but I thought that was kind of cool that they have these ones specifically. And so I thought, okay, you know what? As someone who writes sales pages, that is cool. However, Jasper apparently does have boss mode, which we're going to test out in the later. But for now, let's go check out what they give us. If we go over here, and I just want to find a Facebook ad, and headlines are cool. I want primary text. Okay, so big thing with Jasper that I'm seeing already, which is really, really cool, is the ability to add large amounts of characters for the prompt. So it's literally 4 times the size as Wordhero, which is cool. The other thing I'm seeing is that the only thing I can put here is the short description and the tone, which is excited. So for simplicity, I'm going to put this, but just know if I wanted to, I could probably get a better prompt already in Jasper just based on this. The fact that I can put my product name here and I could go through and I can add more to this. So I could, for example, I have this whole thing, like I can say one of the biggest challenges the market is making is this, and I'm willing to get that I can get a very, very, very good prompt. Okay. So what we're going to do for now, though, is let's just like test this out. I'm going to see, I want also another thing is that this only gives you 2 inputs. Big difference I'm seeing right here is with Jasper is I can get, as many as I want, right? It's just word count. You basically paid for words. So let me just press generate. Oh, I have to put a product name. Okay. So 5x5 Anxiety Relief Power Pack. Let's try pressing generate. Let's see what happens. I should just put 2 for simplicity, but let's see what comes out of this puppy. Introducing the 5x5 Power Pack. If you're struggling with anxiety, this tool is for you. The 5x5 contains 5 exercises that help you purge anxiety from your subconscious mind as little as 60 seconds. Plus, it's backed by 100% satisfaction guarantee. Try it out for yourself. So, are you tired of feeling? It's very interesting. This sounds really good, and what's really, really interesting to me, are you tired of feeling anxious all the time? Are you looking for a quick, effective, it's time to control interviews to 5x5 anxiety attack? Like, these ones in my mind sound better. And I like the line breaks. I like the way it's sorted out. Are you tired of feeling anxious? If you're looking for a way to get rid of your anxiety once and for all, then this product is for you. The 5x5 Anxiety Relief Power Pack of 5 exercises. So if you're ready to finally be anxiety free, click the link below to learn more about this product. I think I have to give so far the winning credit to Jasper, because in my mind, these are way better. The nice thing is, like, for me, is that, like, just as simplicity is I like the line breaks. And one thing I notice with these basic AI tools is they always start with questions every single time unless you prompt it differently. So you can tell that Jasper the team behind Jasper has done something behind the scenes to modify this output, which is really cool. Everyone experiences it. Like, this is great. Everyone experiences anxiety at some point, but for some, it can be a constant battle. If you're struggling to keep your anxiety under control, our 5x5, like, this line right here is really good in my mind. And I could expand on that and make it a little bit better. So overall, I'm going to say Jasper's winning as far as like a prompt goes. So let's go take a look at Peppertype here, and we're going to do Facebook ad copy, and it's just description. It looks like it opens a new product. Again, I haven't been in here in a very long time. I would say this is the most out of date one in my mind. So they have these beta, and just for context, I logged into this 8 months ago, and this content rewriter was in beta then. It says it's still in beta now. And as far as I know, there's no, other than this, there's not really a long form editor. It's just the ability to add notes, which they seemed very excited about. Maybe I'm wrong, where you can expand, you can simplify. Okay, so I'm wrong. You can do some cool stuff here as far as like an editor, where you can use the long form blog. Okay, cool. So let's go to Facebook ads though, and let's test this out. I want to go up here, write me a Facebook ad. No, this is here. So we got to go over to Peppertype. Okay, so this actually is a max character limit of 180 character. Okay, so that's already a huge turnoff for me. The fact that you can only have 180 characters in my mind is not that great. So I'm going to just get rid of the write me a Facebook ad and say the product is called the 5x5 Anxiety Relief Power Pack. Okay, let's just see what comes up. Wow, that is atrociously bad. Introducing the 5x5 anxiety. These are more headlines. Product, say goodbye to anxiety and pen packs for good. These are literally just, and maybe did I click on the wrong one or something? Nope, this is Facebook ad copy. So unless I'm missing something here, this is very, in my mind, not great at all. I wouldn't, Facebook ad copies, yeah, that's it. Those more look like headlines. I was actually surprised at how bad that was. So overall, I'm going to say that Peppertype is losing. I would say Jasper is the best just because of the hooks they gave me. And I liked that not all of the questions on not all of the outputs were question format, which is like, this is a very direct ad. Overall, I'm going to say these guys are winning. Let's check ChatGPT, free tool right now, which is cool. And I know they're going to start charging for this in the future. And you can actually do some very cool stuff with ChatGPT, which we're going to check in a second. But I'm going to put right here the exact same prompt. So write me a Facebook ad for a product called and we're going to put this here. And let's see what comes out. And I'm willing to bet it's going to be, say going to be a power pack. Inside you'll find 5 easy steps. So it's okay. It's not great, right? It's really not that great in comparison to this. Say goodbye to anxiety. I think it's okay. I'm going to ask it to write me 2 more variations in an... Did I have to put a tone in this one? No, I didn't even put a tone. And I'm just going to put excited tone. And I'm going to put excited because I believe with Wordhero I did that, excited. So let's do this. For fair comparisons. So we have these ones. Oh, and lost Jasper. Jasper, where'd you go? Here we go. Let's put excited. And we're going to let's just do 3 outputs. And we're going to write me 3 variations in an excited tone. Get ready to wave goodbye to anxiety. Again, very hypey. And I think that's a big thing I'm noticing is it's are you tired of feeling anxious and overwhelmed? It's very basic. It's very similar to what Wordhero would give you in my mind. There's the game changing. That's kind of cool, I guess. The big difference, I would say, and if I had to crown these as a winner, I would give the crown to Jasper for sure. As far as just giving it a blank prompt, here is a prompt, write me some Facebook ads, go. Jasper definitely wins. The quality is way better, and I feel like I could, like, again, just because the amount of output is bigger, like I could add more detail in here. Peppertype definitely loses. I would say Wordhero and ChatGPT are pretty even in my mind. A little bit of a difference, but fairly straightforward. Now, what I want to actually test here is I want to give it more data and see if it'll write a better ad for me. So that's a big thing. And so what we're actually going to do is we're going to just start a brand new chat. And what I want to do is I have this long kind of prompt written out. So I put, you're now the best sales copywriter in the world. You're going to use vivid descriptive words to move someone to take action, use metaphor, stories, and imagery in order to do so. You're going to help me write 3 different Facebook ads for this product, right? And so I'm going to paste this all into ChatGPT. So we're going to start there. Okay. And so what I want to test here is like, how does it perform with like longer form content and ideas? Because ChatGPT, I think the prompt length is about 2,000 characters. And I'm actually going to just do one thing to make sure this is done right. Let's try one more time. Write me a Facebook ad for a product called the 5. That's the old one, so we're going to delete you. Just the market brief. Unlock the power of your mind. Say goodbye to our 5 simple extra. I like that line. Imagine taking a satisfying deep breath through the day and feeling free from the mental drain of anxiety. Don't let anxiety control your life any longer. Are you tired of the Sunday blues and losing sleep to racing thoughts? That's a good hook too. Our exercise will teach you how to gain focus and gain confidence at achieving your goals, even when tired and unmotivated, feeling scared and anxious about your new business. Okay, so that one just took directly from the form. Our 5x5 anxiety relief power pack can help. Our exercises will help you focus on the good things in your life, be thankful, and stop delaying what you don't like. Yeah, it's okay. It's not great. So what I want to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to actually just open up a brand new document in Jasper. And I'm just going to say, and they have these, like, I have to say, they do have these like really cool workflows. So like, for example, if I wanted to write an ad, and I think that this is just like really powerful, is that you can come in here, you can put all of this information here and literally just hit run command and it'll do it, which is awesome. I'm not going to include this. I'm going to just do, we're going to do this. So I'm going to, I'm going to put this and we're going to just put this in Jasper. Here's the market brief, and I'm going to say, we're going to prompt it with this at the top. And we're going to come back here. You're now the best sales copywriter in the world. And we're going to hit run command. Now, I don't even know if this is going to work, to be honest. Oh, can I put this here? Yep. Must be 200 characters. Okay, so maybe I have to I have to figure out how to turn that boss mode on. Rephrase, undo, focus, SEO mode, power mode. I think it was like, let me just put compose and see what it says instead of doing this. And let's do a longer compose. Okay, so let's see what it came up with in comparison. Stop letting your anxiety control you. Take back the reins with our 5x5 anxiety relief power pack and find freedom from worries and fears. Get access to 5 powerful exercises that will help you purge anxiety from your subconscious in just 60 seconds. So that is really cool. It took what I put in here, and I feel like it read it really well. And I almost believe that's the format of this. And literally just dropped it right in here, which I think is sweet. Let me read another one. So, and I love how fast everything wrote, which is cool. So stop letting your anxiety control you. Do you feel like your anxiety is running your life? Free yourself today with the 5x5 anxiety relief power pack. Learn 5 techniques that are granted to help you get rid of those anxious feelings. Say goodbye to fear. and Worry Once and For All are a 5x5 anxiety really popular. I think these are pretty good. Like, again, I don't want to, the one thing I will say is it's like, I would still want to massage these, definitely. I like this line a lot. Tired of being chained by anxiety. Like that's really good. Get access to 5 powerful exercises designed to purge anxiety from your subconscious mind in only 60 seconds. Live a life of freedom, joy, and peace. Really good line. Time to take control of your anxious thoughts. Again, I would reword this a little bit and, play with it. And I might even say like rewrite this. But overall, I probably have ad blockers on. That's why this thing is running. Overall, these inputs are really good. And what I want to do, just to do a very, very, very fair test, is we're going to do one more time in ChatGPT, but I'm going to flip the script of this. So we're going to just put this here. Let's see what happens. And this is one of those things with Jasper I could say, okay, so it read from the top and it's more giving me, okay, I'm just going to say, instead of this, write me 3 different Facebook, which is cool. I think this is definitely an advantage of ChatGPT is if you don't like an input, you just tell it to do something different, which I've done over and over again. It's a lot of fun. Again, these are very, very, what I will say is these are very generic prompts. And it could be because of the way it's reading the formatting in comparison to Jasper that has it all with like proper H1, H2 tags and stuff like that. Now, I could try putting this into, OpenAI's ChatGPT 3, which is more of a long form editor. But for the sake of this video, we're not going to do that because most people are just familiar with using ChatGPT. So again, I could definitely retweak this and make it a little bit better for sure. But I think it's still pretty good. So let's jump over to Wordhero. I really want to see how Wordhero handles this because they do have a long form editor. It pasted the tags here, and we're going to go exactly like what we had in Jasper to give it an extremely fair comparison. Okay, so what it's doing from my perspective is that this is strictly, in my mind, a blog writer. So the way it's reading this is it thinks it's just blog content, whereas the way Jasper has been programmed, and I have to give points to Jasper for this, is it seems like it's way more focused on this long form editor being whatever you want it to be. Now note, I do have the boss mode plan, which is a little bit more expensive, but it allows you to play with this and have this document editor, as well as really tell Jasper to write whatever you want it to write. So I will say, I've tested a few of these different tools, and I really have to give more credit to Jasper. I was actually, for the longest time, I was just using ChatGPT, and I really think that out of all of these in my testing, and you might agree, disagree, you can let me know in the comments, I think Jasper is the clear winner here. So if you're looking for an AI tool, don't get me wrong, I don't think these tools are bad, right? I think Peppertype is really not good. I think you should just stay away from Peppertype at all costs. This tool, like, especially if you're doing Facebook ad stuff, I really don't think it's... All right, so you saw the video. You can see the prompts of us trying to do this through the long form editor, as well as using just the short form editor to quickly get some stuff. And here's my opinion after, taking a closer look at all of these. I see that if you are just looking for the best bang for your buck, I would recommend just using ChatGPT or GPT-3 on OpenAI's platform. And the reason why I say that, especially if you are wanting to do any sort of writing, I see that Google is really going to come down hard on a lot of these other writing tools. The one thing I will say is that when I tested, and this is not an exclusive review of content, this was just strictly for sales copy. That's my business. That's what we do, is we write a lot of sales copy. When I was trying to use the long form editor, the content that it was coming out with sounded fairly generic. And what I do see is that a lot of the time, these, Google is going to come out and slap these people that are using heavily driven long form articles. So if you are looking to use one of these tools, I'd highly recommend checking out Jasper. And I'm quite surprised, to be honest. I went into this video thinking ChatGPT and OpenAI would be just overall way better than everything. I was actually proven quite wrong, because what Jasper and the team have done, which I think is so smart and so amazing that they actually built this as a tool like this, is that they've then taken their own inputs and ways to format the content. They have a very large team. They just raised 120 million. You can see that they're actually pouring a good chunk of money into this every single day and, building the team, is that their inputs were not nearly as generic, and in my mind were a lot better than all the other tools created. Now, that being said, okay, I do say this with caution, that I could theoretically, if I had more time and I wanted to really train ChatGPT to create really good outputs, I could. In ChatGPT, people have created some phenomenal copy, content, code, whatever you need, right? But as someone that is just, wanting to say, hey, write me a Facebook ad for this product in the tool, and you get some pretty decent outputs, that is an incredibly powerful tool. So if you're willing to spend the money on Jasper, it is, I think 100 or 120 a month if you want the boss plan. It is definitely, compared to using something that's free, a little bit higher. And it really comes down to your preference and your decision if you want to use that tool, or you just stick with something like ChatGPT or ChatGPT 3. Now, as far as these other tools, these paid tools, I don't think Peppertype is that good. I think the team, it looks like it's either really small or potentially even abandoned the project, especially that beta sign has been around on some of those things for 6 to 8 months. And the Wordhero, I think, is good. Honestly, I thought their Facebook ad prompt was really not bad. I really didn't think it was that bad. But is it better and worth it to use that instead of using something like ChatGPT 3 or ChatGPT? And the question is, it really depends on you. If you really want the long form editor, then maybe. But I'd still recommend, in my opinion, is that if you're going to try to rank SEO content, I would probably just want to use Jasper. So I hope this video helps you make an informed, smart decision about which AI tools you use. I'm going to be sticking with Jasper for the long run, as well as just using ChatGPT and playing around with those. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.